cold pizza sends women into full-blown rage. Yo, listen up. Let me say something right now before we get any further into this, okay? Domino's is probably the best of the major chain pizzas. Okay, so Papa John's, Pizza Hut, what are the other ones? Little Caesars. I mean, if we don't factor in price. No, honestly, even if we do factor in price, still Domino's is on top because of that coupon deal. Domino's is the GOAT, dude. And their thin crust is elite. Oh, God, I would dome a Domino's thin crust pizza right now. I would one up. All right, let's see what's cracking.
Or come around the counter, I'm gonna beat the out of you. Okay. So I came around the counter and stood right here, like, what's up?
So when she did that, I said, "You're so lucky none of that sauce got on." I was like, "I don't really have time for this. Clearly you need this job, so I'm just gonna go."
Oh,
Watch
Flamer.
how this angry customer flip out on Domino's staff after her pizza came cold and uncut.
Is it your phone that she threw?
No, the store phone.
Oh, the store
It's
phone.
broken.
Gotcha. Okay.
She completely broke the store phone.
Okay. What was she upset about?
She said her food took over an hour, and I apologize. We have one driver. That happens. And she said every time she orders from here, it's been an issue for 5 years. Why does she keep ordering from here? She makes it seem like if we make it seem like it's her issue, we always say we're understaffed. And I'm like, I apologize, that's the issue. We are understaffed.
So was the food driven to her place and then or?
It was delivered.
Oh, it was delivered. Okay.
Yeah, it was delivered.
I mean, over an hour, like 2 hours is where, like, okay, that's crazy. An hour isn't that unusual, I feel like, right? Like an hour for Domino's, especially, this is this is late night too. Yeah, that sounds about right.
And then she said the pizza wasn't cut, which I see it wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
She came back, we were going to give her a refund, and then she threw the pizza at me, said something about me being a white bitch, wanting to be black like her. To the race thing, talk about I'll beat your ass, walk out this door, come around the counter, I'm going to beat the shit out of you.
Okay.
So I came around the counter and stood right here, like, what's up? And then
We're
the
squabbling
two
up.
drivers got in between us.
Okay.
And then her girlfriend came in the store, and I said, go get a picture of their tag, because she'd already broken the phone and thrown everything.
At what point did she break the phone?
After she threw the pizza, she picked the phone up and slammed it down and flung it that way. These were in here.
Okay.
I mean, the phone's broken.
And then is that when she started saying all those words and all that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then the girlfriend came in, and I said, go get a picture of the tag. And they said, oh, you won't be getting a picture of our tag. And I said, yeah, we will.
Okay. Do you remember what she was wearing? What kind of clothes?
The one that threw the stuff and broke the thing was in pink pajama pants with like
pajama
little
pants.
designs on
Yeah.
them, and a black shirt with a design on the front, hair down, edges laid on her face, big flowy hair. The stud was in a gray sweatsuit.
Was that the other one?
One driving.
Okay, the one driving. What's your first?
I mean, you can see right here, the sign is not true. She's confessed the pizza was not cut properly. They are not delivering oven-baked goodness.
How did she slide it? Can you show me the motion? How did she do it? Did she grab the whole entire thing? Did she grab one piece?
The whole phone.
The whole phone?
The entire phone.
Okay. And she just, what did she do? Did she grab it with both hands, one hand?
Both.
Both hands? And what'd she do after that?
Try to do it.
Try to hit her with it?
Yeah.
Okay. How did the phone damage then? Did she...
I mean, it was a lot of motion. I can't just tell you how the motion went.
Bro, this fucking guy is useless, dude. The cop is just like, please show me what she did with the phone. This guy's like, he swung it. Yeah, there was a lot of motion, dude. There was a...
It got damaged, but...
Okay. Do you remember it being slammed or... I'm not talking to you.
It was like going on. I was trying to make sure that nobody hit nobody.
What?
I was trying to make sure nobody made no move to hit nobody. But I seen the phone up in there.
Okay. Do you remember if it struck any of the tables for it to damage the way it did?
It hit the counter.
I hit the counter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Counter.
Who was holding it? Who was holding the phone at the time?
Female that's on the passenger side.
With the
The one with the pink pants.
pink pants? Okay.
She was the only one that was in the store.
Did your coworker grab the phone at any time? No.
No.
And you said those cameras are working for sure?
I mean, dude, I'm not going to lie. Why is this woman still outside in the parking lot? Why would you not leave after this?
Yeah, that worked.
Okay, but
Well, I mean,
you guys don't have access though.
Like she just sat there and waited for the cops? Like, are you serious?
I just started today.
All right, cool. Appreciate it.
I got some duplex, but yeah.
So I spoke to the manager. I got their side of the story. Can I speak to you about?
Sure.
Okay. So,
So
what
around like 12, I ordered a pizza. It was online.
12.
Yes, the pizza got there maybe like 1:15ish.
Mm-hmm.
So there was a guy with dreads. He delivered the pizza.
Right.
So I went in the house, obviously opened the pizza. I saw the pizza. I ordered pizza and wings. When I opened the box, the pizza was not cut. How they cut it, it wasn't cut at all.
So you were upset, right?
Correct. So I called, and first time no one answered. I figured they were about to close at 2, so let me call back again. Like a white female answered the phone. So I'm like, hi, I just ordered a pizza. I ordered a pizza and wings. My pizza wasn't cut. You guys still like?
Yeah, she got it all out of her system, so now she seems a little calmer. But you could tell like she's still worked up, dude.
Cut the pizza in like the sections like you normally do. She said, yeah. So I was like, okay, well my pizza wasn't cut. I was like, and I live right around the corner. I've lived here for like 6 years. Every time I come up here or deliver, it's always a problem.
Right.
And then she's like, well, we're short staffed, and if the only issue that you had was that it was a long time but your pizza was right, then I don't think you should be complaining about the fact that it wasn't cut, which I felt like was really rude. So I'm like, well, no. I'm like, well, I have a right to complain. If it was not cut, then it wasn't cut.
Right.
And she was like, so basically what you're saying is it got there, you got it, but it just wasn't cut. And then she just hung up the phone.
Okay.
So I'm like,
I'd be upset too.
okay,
I
no
get it.
problem. Right. So I'm
Right.
like, well, you can just take the whole pizza. I don't even want it back at this point.
Okay.
So I went up here.
You don't own a pizza cutter, shorty, or like a knife even? That's like you can use scissors probably. Like you don't own any you could easily hit him on the phone, ask for a refund, cut that motherfucker up, probably still get your money back as long as you're polite on the phone about it, and like just cut your pizza, bro. Like realistically, is that worth getting a full refund? Probably not, but like you could for sure. Domino's probably would refund you if you called and were like, "Hey, my pizza's not cut," you know.
The door was unlocked. Entered the door.
Yep.
There was one person in the front, the same one who delivered it. And I know that because he said, do you want this back? And it was my 20 that I just had given him.
Okay.
And I said, yeah, I want a refund. Like, I don't want this food. He said, okay, I got you. Don't worry about it. So as he's doing the refund, then she comes from like behind him, like up behind him.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, when she walked up, I said, are you the one I spoke to over the phone? She said, yeah. So I was like, is there a reason why you hung up on me? And she said, you were being loud and rude and irate.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of feel like, don't lie on me. I wasn't rude and I wasn't irate. You're upset because it's 2 o'clock, you're about to close, and someone's calling and complaining. Get it, you probably don't want to hear it, I understand that, but don't hang up on me.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so that's why you hung up? Because I was rude and irate? And I was like, and I wasn't even rude or irate, but now I am, because I'm mad that you just hung up and didn't even allow me to say anything.
She slipped up right there. You shouldn't have said that. You just told the police you're rude and irate while you're being accused of property damage. That's very bad. That's bad behavior. That's naughty. It's not good.
And she was like, well, you know what? Speaking to him, she said, don't give her money back and don't give her a refund. And I was like, okay, that's fine. You can keep your pizza.
Yeah.
So as I'm about to walk away, she starts like, oh, well, bitch, da-da-da-da-da. And just, it was beyond ridiculous.
Oh, we need
over
to see the
pizza
camera
and
footage. I don't believe this play-by-play. I'm not believing this. I'm not going to lie. The Domino's employees don't care about their pizza enough to defend it this valiantly. So we're missing some stuff here. I don't know. I am not believing this woman's story fully right now. Like, I'm believing the way it went up until this part. Like, when she walked in, the dude at first was being nice, and, like, it was a guy who delivered it. I believe that. Up until here. We're missing something here.
So when she did that, literally, I turned around.
She did what?
She was, like, calling me bitches and hoes and all
Okay,
this
so
other
she was
stuff.
being verbally abusive.
Correct.
Okay.
So then, of course, I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah.
I said words as well.
Okay.
So
I said
we're
words
having this
as
verbal
well.
altercation back and forth.
Mhm.
So before I knew it, the pizza, because I just had returned it, was on the counter.
Yeah, we need
She
cameras,
literally
dude.
flipped up the pizza. So the pizza box and the pizza fell. Sauce was flaying everywhere. So when she did that, I said, you're so
Okay.
lucky none of that sauce got on me. I was like, I don't really have time for
Okay,
this.
okay. You're telling me the Domino's manager whipped the pizza at you? Okay, dude. For sure. Like, come on now.
Clearly you need this job, so I'm just going to go.
Yeah, exactly. They don't want to clean that shit. Dude, it is 2 a.m. They close in 11 minutes. You think they're throwing pizza sauce around the store? Bro, they've already done all the cleaning to close. For sure. When I worked at Wendy's, we would start mopping over an hour before close, dude. The last customer walking in the door, like, everything where he didn't step was already spotless. You know? They're not fucking throwing pizza at you.
Oh, she literally, and there was another guy in there too at that point. I noticed he was there. I guess he came from the back. So she came around the counter. So at this
I don't know, gotta be someplace they're ghetto. Yeah, bro, if this happened at like 2 in the afternoon, for sure, they're throwing pizza in that bitch. But dude, it's 2 a.m. This is the end of the night shift. Like, these kind of workers at Domino's are the people who have been working there for years, and like, they just want to get their job done and go home. They work night shift. They're probably tired. Like, they're not throwing pizza at customers because they're calling them names on the phone and shit. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm wrong. There is always the chance, but I just personally don't think that's what happened. You know, like those two that were inside the Domino's store, like, seemed pretty. I don't know. Although the lady, the Domino's employee, said that she came out from behind the counter, was all like, "What's up?" So I mean, we did see a streak of that out of her. I just still don't think they would do that. Like the pizza part, I don't think they would do. I think that chick was for sure down to fist fight, but I don't think they would be throwing the pizza. I think she did that.
point, we're like here.
Yeah.
So then one
I think she's trying to use the pizza to justify everything else. Like, they threw the pizza at me first.
Where was the pizza at the time?
I believe it was
When it got flung?
on the either the floor or on the counter. It flipped up. I really didn't see it.
Okay.
I think it was on the floor. I know the box was definitely on the floor though.
Like on the floor?
Yes, on the floor.
Who placed the pizza on the floor?
When she flicked it up, like when she was on the counter and she flicked the box up.
Okay, so
it
the box
flung-
was on the counter when she
Correct,
flicked
when
it
I
up?
returned it, right.
Okay.
So then she flicked it up, it fell, it flew in the air, and pizza sauce is everywhere.
Okay.
So that's when I said what I said.
Yeah.
Like, I hope it didn't get on me. You're lucky it didn't get on me. And at
Right.
that point, we're just having an altercation back and forth still. So
Okay.
then she comes around the counter. So one of her coworkers was still behind the counter. The other one, who I guess was still in there the whole time, he came in between us. So then my friend, who was parked right over there next to her, that car, I believe it's hers, at that point, just walked in. Like, she walked in and was like trying to separate everything. So at that point, I just kind of walked outside. As we walked outside, she follows us outside and instructs one of her workers, I guess.
You know, one thing I noticed about her story, it was really like clear and concise up until the part where pizza started flying and the crime was committed. And then all of a sudden it got kind of confusing and a lot of mumbo jumbo was coming out. And then now it's clear and concise again. Are you guys thinking that too? That's where I'm at with this.
Take a picture of the license plate,
Okay.
which was not a problem.
Okay.
Was that there? But that's why I'm here to sit, because I have nothing. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm not gonna go home and have this big thing. So I stayed and waited for you to get here because I figured after seeing her on the phone, she was calling.
Yeah. I'm a little concerned about the whole telephone that's on top of the counter. It
Whose
seems
phone is that?
looks like a store phone.
Oh.
And it's on the counter. It's completely torn up, right? So, do you know anything about that?
So I'm assuming that it either happened when she flicked the pizza up or...
Oh, the phone. Yeah, that's a huge detail that she totally just omitted from her story. That phone is absolutely cooked, like clearly heavily damaged, might not even work anymore from what we saw earlier. I mean, look at the phone. Let's go back real quick. Look at that shit, dude. It's completely ripped out. You can see the damage. There's like a chunks missing, right? There, you can see the little specks of like, that's the phone, bro. That's chunks of the phone stand missing.
About that.
So I'm assuming that it either happened when she flicked the pizza up or when I drop it on the
Well, I'm
counter.
assuming it happened when she flicked the pizza up. Nah.
Like when I said, oh, well, I don't want this anymore. I mean, pretty sure there maybe was something that I don't
She
really...
would have mentioned that. Should have been like, oh, she threw the phone at me. Nah. There's a hole in here. There's a hole in the
exactly where I
story.
placed it. But when I did it, I literally scooted it up and was like, oh, I don't want it anymore. Now, it could have been firm. I don't really know. It was the heat of the moment. I'm not really sure. But I literally tossed it and was like, it was a scoot. Like, scooted on the counter and was like, oh, I don't want this anymore.
Right,
So
when
I
you
don't-
came in, you placed the pizza
Correct,
on the
right,
counter,
right.
right?
But then after she, remember, told him, oh, don't give her a refund. That's when I was like, oh, well, scooted it forward. Was like, well, I don't want it anymore. And
Okay.
that's when I...
Just a
proceeded to
scoot, dude.
Okay.
Or turn around and walk away.
So, what do you think caused damage to the store telephone that's on top of the counter?
I truly believe when she literally tossed the pizza, but like she literally came up to the counter and flipped it up.
Okay.
Like, I know that there was a register.
The scoot, yep, broke the phone as well. The scoot Broke the yeah, everything.
I don't know exactly the
Just a
placement
lot of
it, but
scooting
I know
going
that
on,
she
man.
For sure, tossed it up. Like,
Okay,
from where
between
she
you and
was.
I, the telephone looks completely torn up. Or a box, so cardboard box is not going to do that type of damage to the phone. So is there anything else?
No, there's
Did you at any point touch the phone, attempt to break it?
I didn't touch the phone or attempt to break it at all. I have a phone. I have no
Okay.
reason to do that.
Why would the employee damage the phone?
Why would the employee damage the phone?
Their own store phone, yeah.
I have no idea what she. I don't know.
So you don't know what happened to the phone. They're telling me you grabbed the phone, smashed it to pieces.
I grabbed the phone and smashed it to pieces.
Yeah, I mean that's what they're
I'm
alleging.
sorry, but no.
You understand?
I'm
that
sorry,
there's,
no.
cameras inside the store as well.
I certainly understand that.
Okay.
But
I
again,
certainly
like I
understand
said,
that.
There was someone who was seeing the whole entire thing in the car. Like, I have no reason to lie at all.
I understand.
No, I'm
And
just saying, I
You know,
kinda
there's
feel like
multiple
it's-
people inside the store as well that saw the altercation and what happened inside.
Well, I
Yeah,
don't
we
think
need-
it
we
was
need
mo-
the camera.
Well, I'm not gonna say that. Not gonna argue.
Well, the manager and the other worker that was inside, correct?
Correct.
Including you and your friend, right?
So yeah, it was
Okay.
them two, and I was there, and she was literally at the car watching
Right.
the entire thing. I didn't break a phone. I have no reason to lie to you at all. But to sit here,
That is such a liar's term. Whenever they say, I have no reason to lie to you, that is immediately how you know they're lying. Every single fucking, that is not something that any normal person just says in conversation. I have no reason to lie to you. Like, no, dude, you just tell the truth. Like, you just say it because it's the truth. And then if they question it, you explain further. Like, you don't preemptively cover your ass. Like, hey, by the way, I wouldn't lie to you. So here's this. Like,
here and say, "Oh,
So you understand where I'm coming from, though, right? I just got to this call.
Right.
I go through those doors, pizza's everywhere, which makes sense, You said it was tossed by an employee. I look at the countertop, the whole entire phone, the store phone is completely shattered. It would take a lot of force to completely destroy that phone.
Yeah,
It's
that phone
not
was
like
cooked.
It was knocked over or anything. It's
Right.
literally in pieces.
right." But again,
But do you see where I'm coming from? Like, I'm puzzled as how that occurred.
sir, I understand where you're coming
Yeah.
from. Right? I get,
And there are
get
people
it.
saying that they saw you
W hand motion?
toss the phone up and damage the phone. So either you're sitting here lying to my face about what happened about the phone, or because next thing I'm gonna look through the cameras and then we'll go from there.
You can look at the camera, like I
I'm
said
giving you
before.
another chance to tell me the truth about the
ooh,
phone.
she started talking
That's not how
faster.
you speak it to me.
Okay.
No. What I'm saying to you is I told you the exact story.
Okay.
I didn't purposely go in and do anything to a phone. Like I said, I sat it on the counter. When I sat it on the counter, if this is the counter I'm walking up to,
Yeah.
I literally sat it to the left of me.
Mm-hmm.
When I literally said, "Oh, well, you can keep it," I literally just scooted it up. Like, I didn't do anything to a phone. And I don't want to curse, but it damn sure wasn't on purpose. Like I said, I didn't do anything to a phone. I literally scooted it up.
Scoot the pizza box. right?
Correct. Like,
Okay.
I flipped it up. Now,
The egg is cracking. The layers, the shell is slowly cracking here.
granted, again, it was
We're
the heat
almost
of
to the yolk.
moment, but I didn't. The way that you said it was that.
I don't know about you guys. I love a good, warm, runny yolk. That's how I like my eggs.
I don't think would damage
Over
the
easy,
phone,
please.
correct?
I
You
get that, but
scooting
I
it.
know that I'm telling you, right? I did not take a phone and I didn't do any of that. I'm
So
telling
when you
you.
came in through those doors
Yes.
with the pizza, how
Correct.
did you see anything out of the ordinary about the phone? Was it in pieces? Was it
This shit's
all
over
together?
hard, dude. The yolk is cooked.
To be completely honest, I wasn't looking at a phone.
So
I just
you-
sat the pizza box down.
So you wouldn't be able to tell me what the status of the store phone was at the time when you came in through the door?
I
doors?
I wasn't looking at a phone. I don't
So
know.
okay, no, oh, fair enough.
I'm sorry, I can't.
Okay, give me your second. Hey, Fernandez, just say bye with her for a second, okay? I'll get back to you.
Yeah.
So what
And I
happened?
was trying to stop them from fighting though.
What happened?
So she
Is this
just
the
break phone.
delivery guy? Bro, he's doing all these deliveries on his Domino's bike. No, this
All
guy.
that damn pizza and everything. Yeah, she was throwing that shit.
This is the goat, dude. They said earlier they have one delivery guy. This is it. This guy pulls it. No wonder it was cold and took over an hour, bro. Their only delivery guy is on a bicycle.
She was trying to protect herself at the same time because she thought that she was going to
God.
really hit her. Some shit.
No, this location
Okay, so-
sucks, bro. This location is trash. Holy shit.
But, that's when I had walked around and I was like trying to stop them.
Were you inside the whole time?
Nah, yo, I'm not gonna lie. It's not even homie's fault here. It is not this guy's fault at all. It's management. But damn, I have just even a centimeter more sympathy for this woman after seeing the only delivery driver for the whole store just show up on a bicycle.
Were you inside it?
Yeah, the whole time while it was happening. Then she walked down and then went
Like,
back.
obviously you shouldn't go back and crash out, but at the same time, like, originally I was like, oh, you shouldn't even really be mad about that. Like, whatever, dude, you got your pizza. But now, like, okay, I would definitely be a bit irritated if it took forever and I look at the delivery guy and he's on a bike and he's the only delivery.
her car. And then that's when she was sitting right there in her parking spot.
Gotcha. So what? Can you tell me what happened after she walked in?
Okay, so you saying when she walked in?
When she walked in.
Okay, when she walked in,
They're
she
gonna be
was
like, come on,
arguing
bro,
with-
you're Domino's. Like, corporate can't get a Toyota Prius out here with some branding on it. You know, like,
yelling at
come
her,
on,
boom,
dude.
boom, this and that.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh, we can't give you your money back because, you know, whatever was wrong with the piece, I don't know what the hell was
He's
wrong
probably
with the
fast
piece,
as
but
shit,
that's the
though.
part that I don't know.
He is
But
probably
she
an
was real
insane
mad that She,
biker.
like, flipped the food and every damn thing all on the floor and shit
Who
like
who
that.
was the one that flipped the pizza?
Her, she did.
Okay.
She flipped the food and everything, the wings and all that, and it got all over the place. She broke the phone.
Did she throw the pizza at someone or just
No,
dropped it?
she flipped it like
Oh, okay.
towards her, and that's when it got on her, and then that's when, yeah. that's
Gotcha.
everything else.
What happened after that?
After that, she came around and was trying to tell her like, "Oh, can you get out the store and this and that." She was trying to get all in her face. Her friend came in.
This is the most helpful guy of the night. This is the most helpful dude of the night. He's got a perfect summary of what happened.
and was trying to protect her. I came around too, and I was trying to like block them from fighting. And then that's when she was just yelling and yelling, and then she walked out and went in her car.
What about the phone?
The phone, yeah, she was flipping everything. Like when she was
Oh.
flipping the pizza too, she flipped the phone and
The
everything
phone?
and broke the
Okay.
phone.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I get your name?
After viewing the security footage
Oh.
and conducting multiple witness statements, she was placed under arrest for criminal mischief.
Oh no. Booked her ass. Get her, dude. Good. Good arrest, dude. Don't go harass those Domino's employees. You can't blame the guy on the bike here for it being slow either, because he's just doing his job. Like, he's doing what he can. It's really on the store for only hiring one guy with a bicycle to deliver all their pizzas. You know, like, yeah, no wonder it takes a while, dude. Holy fuck. You know how much extra time that adds, even when he has to, like, ride back and everything? Like, even if it's close, dude, it's just faster in a car. Like, this fucking guy... like, dude, what are you fucking talking about? This is the only driver, dude. We clearly we need something, dude. We need something else. The store didn't cut it either. Yeah, bro. I mean, they're too busy fucking dealing with this shit. That was such a just stupid one, man. That was such a
Wrong with
stupid
pizza.
one.
Right.
Criminal mischief. Oh shit.
You are going.
All right, wait, hold on.